I'm Adam.
And happy St. Paddy's Day special.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Yes, absolutely. We're doing 3 Irish beers today. We're going to start off with Sullivan's. This is an Irish ale, and it is batch brewed and hand packed in Ireland. So
Kilkenny.
out of Kilkenny since 1702.
A long time.
It's older than me.
Not by much.
Not by much. All right. So very excited. I enjoy a nice Irish beer.
I do too.
My Guinness was my gateway beer into, hey, there's something other than the typical macro beers that you get here in the States. And it told me that there was something else out there. And boy, have we discovered some things.
We're learning all the time. Learning all the time. I'm not super familiar with the Sullivan's brand. Obviously, Guinness is the big one. I'm a big fan of this. Oh, that smells good.
It does.
Ooh.
This is going to be in the area of Smithwick's.
Yes,
if you were to go over to Ireland, which I should be doing pretty soon.
Humble brag.
Yeah, very humble brag. Absolutely, very braggy, humble.
I expect this to be pretty malty.
Yes. It's malt forward right now.
Yeah, it is. Oh, yes.
Oh, I like this.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
That
Smooth.
Oh, it's got it reminds me of our Delirium Nocturnum. It reminds me of that, but it's missing. There's the bready component that's missing.
Right. Yeah.
It's definitely
it's not bready. It's malty.
It's real malty.
Yeah.
But it's malty sweet.
This is. It's got a nice dry finish, which is what I think of when I think of an Irish.
Yeah, just about any Irish beer is supposed to finish pretty dry, and that's This is very good.
Yeah, it's carbonated.
It is,
but it's not. You don't feel it in the mouthfeel. It's very smooth,
easy drinking.
Very easy.
Really easy drinking. I think this is 5%. Yeah, 5%. I like the can. Yeah. It's got this little kind of paper thing on it here. Maltings Irish Ale.
Well, they've been at it for over 320 years.
I know what they're doing. I know
that they've figured this out. This is really good. Okay. Well,
is it growing?
It's growing. It is growing. I'll try a little bit more just to make sure it grows, but yeah. Just a little bit.
Yeah, the maltiness is not fading at all. It's pretty substantial.
No. It's got a good foam. It's not a huge head, but it's got a good foam to it. The coloring is a little bit more brown than I expected. I thought it was going to be a little bit more of a
reddish,
a ruby reddish.
Yeah, it says it's supposed to be a ruby red color. It's not quite that. It's but the smell stays. The smell doesn't go at all.
The smell stays, and honestly, the malts kind of change as I'm drinking this. The sweetness, it's not that it gets sweeter or less sweet. It's a different sweet.
Yeah. There is some very complex sugars going on with this.
Yeah, absolutely. The yeast is working overtime, I think, on this.
Yeah.
All right, that was very good. I've not tried a Sullivan's before, so that was my first.
That's a winner right there.
They have this one and the gold. I saw the 2 of them.
And I think they offer a black one as well, but I've never seen it for us to get.
Well, where I was, those were the 2 choices. I went with the red.
No, that was not a wrong choice.
I will try the gold based on this. Okay.
What you got it?
I'm going to go with a 4.0.
Agreed, 4.0.
Yep, absolutely.
Solid.
Very solid. Great offering.
Good job.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's a good celebratory beer to start off with.
Absolutely.
For St. Patrick's Day.
All right, well, that was excellent.
It's good. Up next, we've got O'Hara's Irish Stout, not Guinness Irish Stout.
No.
This is O'Hara's. Craft brewed in Ireland. I've never heard of O'Hara's before.
No. Neither have I, to be honest. But it's a Nitro. Oh, my. Well, it was a Nitro.
That's how you open a beer without spilling it. See what I did there?
Yeah, I did. I see. Had a couple of mishaps. So
Irish
far.
dry stout. Oh yeah, it's definitely nitro. It's got that milky pour to it.
Nice.
Black as can be. Look at
Even
that.
better.
Look at that.
Oh my.
It's a it's got the good nitro bubbles going on there. Such a cool look in the glass.
It's not quite a motor oil pour.
Yeah.
It's not super thick, but
Now
it is creamy looking.
it is. This is 4.3%. So this is. It says it's a creamy, traditional dry Irish stout with a robust roast flavor with the U and dry espresso finish. Espresso.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say because
You-
I hit the nose there
Yeah.
while you were still talking. And
Yeah.
there's coffee.
There is.
It's
Yeah.
an espresso forward. Absolutely. All right.
Ready?
Sláinte.
Sláinte.
That is creamy. That is smooth. What I would expect from a nitro.
Dry.
Very dry, very roasty.
Very roasty.
Very roasty.
Not in the way of when we did our coffee beers. Not that type of roast. It's there's something else. Now you are the Guinness expert. I am not. 'Cause I'm not. I'm not
hardly a Guinness expert, but
You-
I am
you-
an enjoyer.
You lean towards the Guinness, whereas I don't. How does this compare?
I've had the Guinness Nitro,
Mhm.
and I would say it's very similar.
In my experience with it's fairly similar.
Yep. I think more than fairly, it's very similar.
Okay.
Again, that dry finish. It's a nice dry
Yeah.
Irish stout, which is nice. It's got a lot of roastiness to it, and I think it's the espresso is what we're noticing that's different from the other coffee stouts. I think the other coffee stouts didn't go with such a deep and dark, blend of coffees.
This is incredibly smooth due to the nitro.
Mhm.
Just incredibly smooth.
Yeah, the mouthfeel is incredible. It is just.
I know I've got a little bit more head on mine than yours, and it stays too.
Yeah, it does.
You can keep a.
Yeah.
You can
I
keep
don't have the pro move down like you do, but that's fine.
Still, yeah, it smells really good. It smells rich.
Yeah. Now this I don't believe is going to grow in the glass. I think this is going to stay pretty much where it is.
As I'm getting through my yeah.
Yeah. This is going to stay pretty much consistent throughout, which is not a bad thing when you start off with a pretty decent first sip.
Yeah.
It's kind of bland, to be honest. It's not boozy at all. There's no real alcohol content to this. This is something that you could drink several of.
Crushable, as the kids say.
Well, yeah, sure.
I mean, that's a big can to be crushing.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it's not something that you're gonna be feeling it like, oh my goodness, what did I do?
Mm-hmm.
You could have 2, 3, 4 of these even. And you'll be okay. I mean, if you want to drink that much, like you said, it's a large can.
It's really confusing almost to be something that dark, and it doesn't warm you. It doesn't have the warming.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
you're right. It doesn't. So
I will say, in my experience with Guinness, I've always had a Guinness, and I've had it, and I just and I don't have that with this one. So for my rating on this,
sure,
I would give for me Guinness is about a 2.75. I'm not really a big fan of just traditional Guinness. However, for this, I'd give this about a 3.25.
See, and a Guinness for me would be about a 3.25. Okay. I'm definitely going to drink it. I enjoy it.
Okay.
It's not my favorite, but I have a fondness for it because, like I said, it was my gateway beer. That was the beer that told me there's something besides a Miller Lite or a Budweiser or something like that. And, it encouraged me to test my boundaries. And when I learned about these other stouts that you and I both love so much, that wouldn't have been possible without the Guinness. in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
For me,
Yeah.
that wouldn't have been possible. This is going to be a different Guinness, though, than
Okay.
what you're used to. I've had this before, and I'm anxious to see what you think about that.
Well, what would you rate that?
For this right here, I'm going to go about a 3.25.
All right.
Which is where I would rate a Guinness.
Okay.
To me, it's basically the same thing.
Gotcha.
Yep.
All right.
All right. So again, it was fine. Nothing great.
Nothing great.
Nothing bad.
Solid.
I would drink it again.
Yep.
Let's see what you think about this.
Foreign Extra Stout.
Yes, this is the Guinness Foreign Extra Stout, 7.5%. I'm just anxious to hear what you think.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Guinness
I know
mostly, and this is a little different. I read about this one in the Beer Bible.
Yes.
Sorry, I don't remember who wrote the Beer Bible, but it's a big book. It's an interesting book.
Mm-hmm.
This reads like it's an American style heavy stout.
Mm-hmm.
It was brewed in such a way so it could last a long sea voyage.
Yes.
So it's a little bit higher ABV. It pours like a good stout.
Mm-hmm.
Pours like a stout that I am really familiar with. This is 7.5%, so it's definitely the highest of what we're having here.
Mm-hmm.
So let's have a smell. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right.
I like the smell of that.
So how are we doing so far with Guinness?
This is good. This definitely doesn't have that nitro. It's not roasty smelling to me.
No?
No, it smells more. It reminds me of more like a bourbon barrel stout sort of thing.
It?
Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. Okay, all right. Sláinte. Okay.
Hit me.
That is very rich.
Yes.
Very deep.
Some complex flavors.
Yes, it is. There is some deep, complex richness.
Are you getting more?
Yeah.
Still?
I read that it has kind of this ashy char,
Mm-hmm.
and it does towards the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really does. It's surprisingly smooth.
It is.
Surprisingly smooth for how. And the roastiness is coming out slowly.
Would you say it's growing?
Definitely. It's growing in my mouth.
Yes, it is. Isn't it?
Yeah.
It's complex.
It's
it
incredibly
continues
complex
to grow. This is not something like the O'Hara's.
Not at all.
No. Not
at all. This is not like any Guinness that I've ever had.
It's different than the Sullivans also that we both really enjoyed.
Mm-hmm.
This is its own thing.
Yeah, this is.
I've been anxious to see what your thoughts were on this. This is.
It does have this kind of like a fire pit type.
Would you say it's hoppier?
For me, no. For me, it's not hoppier.
It's a little hoppier than I would ever expect.
For a Guinness, yeah,
yes.
I can see
it's
that.
Not hoppy.
Yeah,
but hoppier.
Yeah.
Really, if you explore the depth of this,
it's not hoppy in a way that like an IPA is.
No, but you get a little bit of the bitterness.
There's a little bit of bitter.
Mm-hmm.
I won't say it's bright.
No,
but there is a brightness that's there that I associate with hoppiness, and I can see it, and that's maybe what we're talking about.
Well, it says on here, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but a full flavored taste of dark chocolate, dried fruits, and caramel. Now, I don't know about the caramel.
I'm not getting the caramel, but
I'm certainly not getting the sweetness of
I'm getting the dark chocolate.
Yeah.
For sure.
Mm-hmm. A little bit of the dried fruit.
Yeah, a little bit of dried fruit.
A little bit of bitterness, I think, from hops.
And there is, the more that you get into it, there is a dryness. Mm-hmm. There is that classic Guinness dryness that's there. It doesn't have that sweet finish that so many stouts that we're used to with those.
No, it's got a very dry finish.
Yeah. I really like this. Mm-hmm.
I thought you might.
Yeah,
I thought you might.
Mm-hmm.
I've been very hesitant to say anything, knowing that this episode was coming up.
Mm-hmm. I've been looking forward to this. I've had this sitting in the refrigerator for a while now.
And you gave me one to have the other day.
And
I wasn't sure if I had it before. As soon as I started drinking it, I said, I've had this before.
Okay.
I recognized it right away.
Right away.
And I thought I might have, but I wasn't positive.
If you really work that foam up, really foam that head up,
right,
you can get that creaminess that Guinness is known for.
Right.
You can really do it. That's
okay. Well, I give this a 3.75. For
me, that's about a 4.25.
Goodness gracious.
Yes, I really like that. That is near go-to right there.
See,
that is good.
Close to a 4.
Okay.
But it's a solid 3.75.
Okay.
I really enjoy it. I will readily.
It lingers. It stays there.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
I like that
a lot of complexity. A lot of complexity. I would say out of the 3 here today, I still prefer the Sullivans. And it's difficult because it's a different type of beer.
Yeah.
It really is a different
type Sullivans
of beer.
is way more drinkable than this.
This is still very drinkable. But all 3 of them are very drinkable.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you go into a pub on St. Patrick's Day, and they've got all 3 of these on tap.
Which one are you going for?
I'm probably going to go with the Sullivans first.
And I'm going to go with the
Guinness.
I'm going to go with that extra stout.
Really?
That foreign extra stout.
Wow. Okay. And that's saying a lot because
I'm not
are on record.
Yeah.
Not like
I'm not a Guinness person, but that's the Guinness I want.
Okay. Well, Erin go bra.
Absolutely.
Do you know what that is?
Say it for me.
Ireland forever.
Ireland forever. I don't have that in me.
I do. I have some in me.
We've learned you've got Scotch in you, and now we've got some Irish in you.
English.
Yeah.
I'm a mutt.
Heinz 57.
Yeah, Heinz 57. Absolutely. Well, I mean, honestly, again, we often say this. We often say we're all winners. These
really
fantastic. Are. This is really good. If you can find all 3 of these anywhere at your local watering hole or at Total Wine or wherever it is that you buy your beer, you're not going to go wrong with any of them.
Well, I mean, there's a joke to be had that the Irish know what they're doing with alcohol.
We're not going to go there.
I'm not going to do it.
No,
I'm not going to go there. I'm just saying.
Might have some family history of that, but yeah.
This isn't a therapy session.
No, it's not. It's several more of these. Maybe we will. But anyhow.
Anyway.
Yeah, this was a good episode, I think. I mean, it was fun.
Great way to celebrate
all 3 of these.
Great way to celebrate this holiday.
Absolutely.
Holiday.
It is a holiday.
Sure.
Anyhow. I'm Mike.
I'm Adam.
We had fun.
You know you have to start a fight on St. Patrick's Day, right?
It's not mandatory.
It's part of the holiday rule. Anyway.
It happens. Comment. Let him know that does not have to, that his Irish stereotypes are not necessarily true. Or if you have experience and you want to
point out that I'm right.
Just saying, you wouldn't be wrong either way. Let's just say that. Comment, like, subscribe, share with your friends. All of the standard stuff. Oh, ring that bell. I don't think I've ever said.
You've never said it. Yeah, you've never said that.
Ring that bell.
Yeah.
Because what that does for people of my generation
tells you what to do.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
I'm not Pavlov or his dog. This is the bell ringing tells you that we've just posted something new, so you never miss any of this witty repartee.
This.
Again, I'm Mike.
I'm Adam. Thanks for watching.
Sláinte.
Sláinte.